Canelo Promotions is going to celebrate a Mexican Independence Day weekend, and you're going to see a stacked PBC pay-per-view event on Prime Video, and it's going to feature a classic Mexico versus Puerto Rico rivalry and battle in the main event. And it's going to feature two of the most exciting and biggest punchers in the super middleweight division. This fight will take place at T-Mobile Arena in the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, which of course, as you know, has hosted some of the biggest combat sporting events over the recent years. And you're gonna see the Mexican superstar, the unified super middleweight champion of the world, Canelo Alvarez, defend his titles against the unbeaten Edgar Berlanga on PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. The interesting thing about this is that you also see a couple of other fights on Prime Video as well that the PBC is bringing you. And we got a treat for you. The main event fighter is here in those fights that you'll see on September 14th. This young man comes in at 21-1, 8 knockouts. He's the former unified super bantamweight champion of the world, trains in that fighting city of Philadelphia, trained by Derek Bozy Edwards. He's gonna face Carlos Castro in a 10-round featherweight bout in that main event. In fact, making his debut at featherweight. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring to the stage, you know him as Cool Boy, Stephen Fulton Jr.
When the blacks kill blacks, and I can't even tell you why. I know niggas stuck in beef and they can't even tell you how. If you strapped, you go to jail, but if you ain't, you gon' die. And y'all cried on the news when I had changed that law. And niggas still talk about me, shit got changed for y'all. I've been fighting since 18, I ain't really changed at all. Niggas getting in your head, that shit might change your dog. I changed my clothes, dip it on my clock when I wake up.
Stephen Fulton Jr., he's back. And he'll be taking on Carlos Castro, 10-round featherweight bout in that main event that you'll see on Prime Video, PBC here on Prime. We'll get back to the pay-per-view portion of the evening. The co-main event, a world title fight. And coming to the stage now is a man you'll see challenging for that world title. No stranger to being a world champion, because he has done it in a couple of weight divisions. 37-3 is his record. 21 knockouts. He's the former unified super lightweight champion, former WBC welterweight champion of the world, looking to become a 3-division world champion, trained by his father, Angel Garcia, and just like Cool Boy here, proudly repping that great city of Philadelphia. He's coming back. Danny Garcia.
Extra saw him on flick one, which one do you want, go pick one. If I shoot my shot, I'll hit one. Matter of time till I get them all ticked off. Alright, we could go ban for ban.
Fuck that, we can go M for M.
Quarter mil for the Maybach truck.
Double R with the factory rims. I got the 90 years, the versions, the bribes, I'm really the 30.
It's got to the point that
Danny's gonna be challenging
in the safe that I don't
the champion. You know him as the American Dream. 33-3. He's got 18 knockouts. Comes from that great Cuban school of boxing. He was one of the greatest amateurs of all time. 2-division world champion. Currently boxing's oldest world champion right now. Trained by Ishmael Salas. He is the reigning WBA middleweight champion of the world, Erislandy Lara.
Don Benito, so nice to see you. Welcome to Cornwall.
The WBA Middleweight Champion Erislandy Lara, Danny Garcia. They will fight for the title. It will be the co-main that you see on that pay-per-view event on September 14th. Joining everybody here on the stage, Angel Garcia, of course, the trainer of Danny Garcia. Want to remind you, tickets for this event are now on sale, and you can get your tickets through AXS.com. I will repeat that, AXS.com. In addition to the pay-per-view being available to purchase on Prime Video, and really regardless of your Prime membership, you can also purchase the pay-per-view through DAZN.com. You can also purchase it at PPV.com as well. Those are just some of the options, as well as you can access it through the telecast through your traditional cable and satellite providers. The event is being promoted by Canelo Promotions and TGB Promotions in association with Matchroom Boxing. Let me bring to the podium here man who's the president of TGB Promotions, Mr. Tom Brown.
Thank you, Brian. Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. I'm just so happy that we finally got this fight over the goal line and found a great card for it to go on. Erislandy Lara is coming off a big second-round knockout in his last fight just in March over his WBA mandatory challenger, Michael Zarafa. He's a former 154-pound world champion. The kid just makes for great fights. His fight with Jared Hurd was the Boxing Writers Association and the ESPN Fight of the Year. Then he came right back and had one of the best fights in 2019 with Brian Castellano. And he just is always in great fights. And it's great to have Danny back as the opponent, challenging once again for a world title. As Brian said, he's a former two-division world champion and one of the best 140 pounders of all time. He's an old school throwback type fighter who is always really willing to fight the best in the business. So I'm really looking forward to this fight and to have Fulton on our Prime Video show. It's just really turning into a great card, and I'm real happy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom. Let me bring to the podium now. Young man here to my right, to your left. Once again, he's the former unified super bantamweight champion of the world. Comes in at 21-1, 8 knockouts. You know him as Cool Boy, Stephen Fulton Jr.
How y'all doing? Guess it's good to be back after a long time. I really don't have much to say. Just thank you for being here. Appreciate y'all.
Cool Boy, man, a few words. Got a couple questions for you anyway, though. I know it's been over a year since we've seen you in the ring. Tell us why now, and tell us why Carlos Castro.
I'm just ready to be back. I think it's now because it was the right moment for everything that was going on. So, well, that's it.
Listen, we already know what you can do at 122. Record speaks for itself. Former unified champion, making your debut at 126. Tell us why 126, and what do you see as the future for you in that division?
More titles. I feel like I wanted to go to 130, but I'll take a pit stop here first, get my feet wet a little bit, then hopefully gain another world title so I can become 2-division world champ, move up, do the same thing. So that's my goal for now.
And you said become a world champion. You were unified at 122. Do you see yourself being unified at 126?
I can take it as far as I want to take it. It's just up to me.
This is more of a serious Stephen Fulton that we've seen in the past. Tell us why.
I've been through some things.
And will that play out in the ring when we see that in September?
Yes.
I love it. Stephen Fulton, he's back. We bring to the podium now. Guy comes in with a record at 37-3, 21 knockouts. Former unified, super lightweight champion. Former WBC welterweight champion. Hails from the fighting city of Philadelphia. And again, looking to become a 3-division world champion. He is Danny Swift Garcia.
First of all, I want to thank God. Without God, none of this is possible. I want to thank my team, my father, Angel Garcia, my family, and all my fans who've been so patient for me, coming off a 2-year layoff. I've been feeling great, and coming in to this September 14th, I'm excited to be sharing the stage with Cool Boy Steph, Edgar Berlanga, Caleb Plant, Rolly Ramirez, Rolly Ramiro, and Canelo. You know what I mean? The face of boxing. So the stage is set. It's a big stage. I'm happy to be here. For me, this is a historic fight for me. I won titles at 140, 147. It's always been a dream of mine to be a 3-division world champion. I got a tough task ahead of me against Lara, another great fighter who's been around as long as I've been around, a 2-division champion. So two-division champions going at it, mano y mano. September 14th is going to be an epic night. I'm looking forward to making history, for the city of Philadelphia, for all my fans. And I just feel blessed to be back. I love boxing like a fat kid loves cake. So that's why I'm here, man. That's why I'm really here. Cause I like to fight. My name is Antonio Montana. So, Lara's Cuban, but I'm the real Danny Montana. I see y'all September 14th.
I love Danny Garcia. He can fight and he's funny. He brings to the podium his opponent. And not just any opponent, the champion. You know him as the American Dream. 33-3. 18 knockouts. Fights now out of Las Vegas. Hails from Cuba. He's the former junior middleweight world champion, the reigning WBA middleweight champion of the world. If you remember, last saw him in March, BBC on Prime Video. He knocked out his opponent. He is Erislandy Lara. Genesis will do the translation. Erislandy.
Hi.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
Gracias a BBC Amazon Prime, a todos ustedes que están presentes, al team Danny Garcia por tomar esta pelea. Quiero darle las gracias a Luis de Cuba Jr., a mi familia, a mis hijos, a mi esposa. Nos vemos el 14 de septiembre, vamos a estar listos para dar una gran pelea. Puerto Rico, Cuba, vamos a salir adelante. Gracias.
I am very grateful to be here today. I'm grateful for my family and kids, and I am very excited to fight on September 14. Let's go Puerto Rico and Cuba.
Guys, let's talk about this fight. Champ, I'll start with you. I remember the last time we saw you fight, in March, you got the knockout. Someone asked you, what would you like next? And you said, Danny Garcia. Tell us why. Why did you want this challenge with Danny Garcia?
Yo recuerdo la última vez que peleaste en marzo, que dijiste que querías pelear con Andy Garcia.
Sí, verdad, eso fue una estrategia que mi equipo, mi promotor, mi manager, quisimos hacer así. Vinimos a la última pelea de él, yo vine a ver la pelea de él contra Benavides y me resultó interesante esa pelea entre él. Danny Garcia es un gran boxeador, campeón en 3 divisiones y creo que esto es lo que el público se merece, ¿no? Una pelea entre nosotros dos.
That was a strategy that my manager, my team and I built after seeing the last fight he had with Benavides. And since he's a world champion, I would like to do that also, fight him.
Danny, you mentioned it. It's been 2 years since we last seen you in the ring. Now you come back. Now you not only come back, but you're fighting for a world title, but at 160. Tell us why so long, and then why 160?
You know, I wasn't off 2 years because I wanted to. You know, boxing took a change, and you know, I just sat down and waited for my opportunity. You know, the fight was supposed to happen last year in August, but it didn't happen. This is a fight that I've been planning for, and a fight that I wanted. You know, Lara has something I want, which is a title, and you know, I'm the name, so he wants my name, I want his title, and it makes perfect sense. I'm trying to make history.
I remember one of our last talks, we were talking about 154, but this is 160.
Yeah, too much rice and beans, man.
It's a bigger jump.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You know, talk to me about the challenge. Will that challenge be too much?
You know, I feel like boxing's all mental. You know, you can do whatever you put your mind to. And if you feel like you can't do it, it's probably because you can't do it. But I know mentally, I believe I can do whatever I put my mind to. And I never back down from any challenge. It's just the weight. You know, boxing's about skill and will. At the end of the day, when you're tired and you're going into those championship rounds, it's all about who got the most will. And you know, they can box, but everybody knows Danny Garcia can fight. So I come to fight.
Erislandy, he says everybody knows Lara can box, but he also says everybody knows that Danny Garcia can fight. But this is a guy, and this is your 3rd title defense. This is a guy, though, who's only had like 3 fights in the last 4 years. Is he biting off more than he can chew, you think, on September 14th?
Él dice que todo el mundo sabe que tú sabes pelear, pero que el otro también, que él ha peleado 3 o 4 veces. ¿Tú crees que él está cogiendo más de lo que él puede?
Bueno, él puede coger lo que quiera, ¿no? Él puede, en su mente, puede pensar lo que quiera pensar. Entonces, todo el mundo me conoce, sabe qué tipo de boxeador yo soy y la calidad de boxeador que yo soy. Solamente sé que vamos a vernos el 14 de septiembre. Esto no hay tiempo de estar hablando tanto ni nada de eso. Vamos a vernos el 14 de septiembre.
He said this is not the time to be talking too much. Yes, he is good and he can think whatever he wants, but we will talk in September.
Champ, we'll wrap it up with this. Why don't you let the people know, let Danny Garcia know what he's in for on September 14th.
¿Por qué no le dejas saber a la gente y a los boxeadores lo que le espera el 14 de septiembre?
Ya está escrito ya, soy campeón mundial y lo voy a seguir haciendo campeón mundial hasta que me retire. No tengo que relajar eso a nadie.
That is already written down. I don't have to tell anyone. I am going to be the champion.
Danny Garcia, why don't you let Erislandy Lara know, let these people know what they're in store for on September 14th, and what would it mean to you to be a 3-division world champion?
You know, come September 14th, you know, I'm bringing the Danny Garcia show to Vegas. So if you didn't book your flights yet, book your hotels and buy your tickets. Make sure you go buy it. You know, pre-order the pay-per-view because this is a historic night for me. I'm chasing a dream, and I'm the type of person I never stop until I get what I want. You know, a lot of people call me an overachiever, but I'm here because I'm a great fighter. Not because I got lucky, because I know I'm great. And when you're great, you take a shot at greatness. You do what everyone thinks you can't do. And that's why I'm here.
Folks, it's the co-main event on the PBC pay-per-view on Prime, September 14th, T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It is the champion, the WBA middleweight champion of the world, Erislandy Lara, taking on Danny Garcia. Guys, if you don't mind, we could have one last face-off here for the cameras.
Una vez más.